going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to. You entered a plea of no contest to count 1 on June 12, 2023. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you had applied for deferred adjudication. And just one moment here. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 10 silent, and the state is remaining silent on your application. Of course, they reserve the right to speak to factual issues. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
No.
Defense?
No objection.
And the court has read the documents that were submitted by the defense without objection. And those were letters from family members and people who know Mr. Trevino. And also the court has reviewed the documentations from Texas A&M University. And counsel, would you like the letters back or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And Your Honor, in the PSI report, it indicates that the victim's mother had not called back. The victim's mother did send a victim impact statement earlier this week. I wanted to make sure the court was in possession of that addition.
And the court does have that by email. Any objection to the court reviewing that, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, just give me one moment. All right, the court has reviewed that. Any other objections to the PSI report, state? Defense, any objections to the PSI report?
No objections to the PSI report.
All right, any witnesses by either party?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, defense, you may call your witness.
Thank you. I'd first like to call Pastor George Ramirez.
All right,
Trevino, send him here, please.
Pastor George Ramirez. All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
George M. Ramirez Jr.
All right, defense.
Thank you. Can you please introduce yourself to the court and explain to the judge where you work?
Yes. So my name is George M. Ramirez Jr. I am a community pastor for a ministry called Immersion Outfitters on 1604 Braun Road. And I serve as the leader for that ministry, overseeing men and women's Bible studies and teachings. And that's how I met Alejandro.
Okay, and please explain to the court how you met Alejandro.
Sure. So one of the ladies who comes to our women's study was a former coworker of his and had reached out and asked for prayer for Alejandro. And I made contact with him. And for the last year, I've been meeting with him weekly, once a week, to counsel.
And sir, can you please explain to the judge what it is that you and Alejandro have been doing together for the past year?
Absolutely. So again, in our meetings, my counseling is biblical counseling with him. Looking at the choice that he made and looking at how to use the tools that God has given him to be able to address those things, being very open in our conversation. Again, using the Bible as our guidance to counsel him.
And so you are aware of the charges of why he's before the court today.
I am, yes.
In the times that you've worked with him, has he ever denied what he did that day,
No,
those days?
from the very beginning, he's been very honest about his word choice. And it has made it even a point in every one of our meetings to not only pray for his situation, but for the victim as well and her family.
And so in working with him, has he expressed remorse for his actions at that time?
Very, very remorseful, repentant heart as well for that choice. Yes.
And together, have you guys been working towards ways to prevent anything like this from ever happening again?
We've looked at also, the tools that has and in looking at, accountability, not only just on our one-on-one meetings, but even through some of the technology as well.
And would you describe yourself as a person who's holding him accountable?
I would, yes.
Okay, and how so?
Well, number one, and it's something that I wanted to make note of, is I was a victim of this exact thing, which was very difficult to overcome. And again, knowing that God has healed me and he can do that, and even to give me a heart to be able to reach out to someone who has caused pain to another person and help them with stuff.
And have you seen in the past year positive changes with Alejandro?
Very positive. He's opened up. He has shared a lot about what he has gone through. And again, regardless of the outcome of today, that he would continue on this path.
And do you feel that he would be an excellent candidate for supervision and working in the community?
I do. I think Alejandro would best suit the community to be part of it and be productive. But I do understand it.
And if the judge does grant that, will you continue working with Alejandro to hold him accountable for his actions?
Absolutely. Number one, Alejandro is accountable himself, but as a support to him, I definitely would be there to have him, and our men's group would love to have him weekly.
And when you met with him, did you meet with him just online through counseling or also in the home?
No, we met personally. Majority of our meetings were in the home, although we did use Zoom and did do phone calls while I traveled to Africa as well. We have a ministry there. So when I was there, we did still continue to meet on Zoom.
And so you've met his parents,
I
correct?
have, yes.
And does he help in the care of his parents?
He's a very vital role in the care of his father and his mother in the home. And so, again, I think it would be best with supervision and that he would be able to be productive and help the family out.
Okay, thank you. I'll pass the witness.
State.
Just briefly, what is the demographics of your church?
Yes.
All right, excuse me, everyone, make sure you whisper.
No. So again, we are primarily a men's ministry. We have about 200 members. But we also have a women's group that my wife leads. She's a pastor as well. And then we have a larger group in Africa, which is about 400 members in Liberia, West Africa.
Are there children that attend your church?
They are. We have youth groups, and myself and my wife, we do teach youth Bible studies as well.
Is there a teen program? Like a young teen church program?
Well, we designate it as youth, so that would be anywhere from 5th grade through high school. Kind of group. Yeah.
And are there services where the groups are intermingled, like a congregation?
Co-ed or yes, so we do have co-ed. Again, we have leadership that helps and assists with co-ed Bible studies, and that's primarily what we do. We don't have them segregated; they are together.
Okay. No further questions.
All right, anything else?
Nothing further.
All right, you may call your next witness.
I call Alejandro Trevino.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Alejandro Hernandez Trevino.
All right, defense.
Thank you. Alejandro, who are your parents?
Ruben and Patricia Trevino.
And are they here today in court with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And have they come to all of the court settings with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please give the judge a little bit of information about your parents.
Yes, they're, wonderful. My dad, has been a hard worker his whole life. Has had major bodily injury due to his work. He's had back surgery, 2 knee surgeries. He's in to get a new back surgery, hopefully a knee replacement. My mom has battled cancer, which was really hard. And she beat it, but it's every day, you just think, and they're the best things in this world, and it hurts, that I hurt them, but I'm hopefully will continue to help them regardless of the time frame, but
So let me ask you this, sir. Do you currently live with them?
yes, ma'am.
Do you help care for them?
Yes, ma'am.
Has your father had physical falls where you've actually had to help pick them up and take them to a safe place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you've graduated high school. What other degrees have you received?
I have an associate's in engineering from Blinn College and a bachelor's degree in engineering from A&M University.
Up until your arrest, were you working?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you lost that job when you were arrested, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been on bond conditions this entire time.
Yes.
Do you remember when you went on the monitor, what the date was?
I think around May 16th,
Okay.
I believe.
And was that full house arrest or partial house arrest?
Full house arrest.
And to your knowledge, have there been any violations reported to the court while you've been on bond?
No, ma'am.
Now, before we came up here today, did you review with me the PSI and TAP report?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with everything that was written in there?
Yes, ma'am.
If the judge is to give you and grant your application for deferred adjudication, are you willing to follow any and all conditions of the supervision?
Any and everything.
You understand that with the offense, no matter if the judge grants your application or if you're sent to prison, you will be having to comply with Chapter 62 for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am.
correct? Have you done your own research to understand what that's going to entail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, specifically, after we reviewed the TAP evaluation and the PSI report, did I hand you the second document, the email from the victim's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you review that letter?
Yes.
Were you aware of the mental health issues with the victim prior to your relationship with her?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Did reading that open your eyes?
Yes.
Okay, how so?
You don't think what your actions mean until you see it. And that hurts more than all of this. I being responsible for those feelings and that hurts because I don't want to be responsible for someone being in pain. That hurts more than anything, and I am deeply sorry. And I just hope that God helps everyone, and
Now, when you say you don't want to be responsible, you understand you are responsible.
yes, ma'am.
You're not denying anything.
No, ma'am.
And if the judge grants you your supervision, or even if the judge does send you to prison, will you continue spending the rest of your life making up and feeling sorry for what you did?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pass the witness.
Your Honor, I have no questions. for that.
All right. And you were aware that the complainant was underage, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there any other questions?
There's no other questions and there's no other witnesses, just argument.
All right, the court will hear argument, and I appreciate your honesty.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. My client, the reason we submitted the documents to you is I've gone through all of the evidence with my client. So he is well aware of what was submitted in the plea agreement and the stipulations, as well as anything that was and everything that was conducted during the investigation. He has, Brittany,
Oh, sorry.
he has no questions or no disputes about anything that was presented. Even with me in our conversations, he was always very honest about his actions. Yes, he did know how old she was. However, to him, in his mind, even though she was younger, this was a relationship and he believed that. And then I believe it's even in either the prosecution guide or the later statement, is the two of them had discussed everything, recognized that it was wrong, and then that's when everything ended. He was later arrested. He was always honest about everything. He is simply asking for the court's mercy in allowing him to go on to deferred adjudication. No matter what happens, he is always going to regret his decisions at that time. However, by granting his application, he'll be able to stay home. He'll be able to continue caring for his family. He'll be able to continue making amends there and receiving the treatment while he is on the supervision. And so that is what he is asking for. And he understands that that is asking a lot. He understands and recognizes the pain that he's put on everybody else, not just the victim, but also the victim's mother and her family. And he only hopes to be able to show you that he will be able to complete the supervision in a timely and orderly fashion and never come back in front of this court ever again.
Right. Any closing?
Your Honor, we're silent, Your Honor, so I'll maintain my silence.
So, Mr. Trevino, I do appreciate the fact that you've done a lot of things to change yourself and work on yourself. The issue with this case and what sticks out in my mind, this is not an issue where you did not know she was underage. If this were an issue where you knew that or thought that she was of age, maybe I would be doing something differently. So I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to require Chapter 62 registration. There's to be no contact with the complainant. I'm going to give you credit for any time served. I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I've had plenty of people to appear before me charged with an offense like this. And I will tell you, you are the first person who has truly acknowledged what they did was wrong and are actually working on bettering themselves. Good luck to you.
Yes.
Oscar Martinez. Who's here on Oscar Martinez?
I think Mr. DeLeon stepped out. Go down, Oscar Martinez.
Angela Gonzalez.
I know.
Hello. Yes.
You okay if I gave Mr. Robinson a piece of paper to write out?
I'm sorry, who?
Mr. Robinson?
Oh, sure.
Oh, thank you.
Just let the deputy know.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right. Are you all ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Court is calling 2020 CR 5322C, State of Texas versus Angela Gonzalez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense,
Larry Bloomquist for the defense.
are you Angela Gonzalez?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Angela Gonzalez who was placed on community supervision in 2020 CR 5322C for the offense of robbery on November 19, 2020 for a term of 5 years. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
State?
Violated condition number one, on or about the 31st day of March 2022 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Angela Gonzalez, committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number one.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number one, court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to $1,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one?
Yes,
Can't
you
hear.
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, is to continue the defendant on probation to add a no contact order with the victim in the assault case. To add in anger management and MRT, and she's also going to take a plea in the misdemeanor case to run concurrent with this one. And that's county court cause number, sorry, I had it in front of me. 709-518.
All right, probation. Has she done anything on probation other than commit a new offense?
Yes, Your Honor. Her UAs for the last year at least have been negative. There's been a couple of diluted. She did finish the outpatient program. She completed her parenting class. And she did obtain her high school diploma.
All right, what is this assault about?
Judge, there was there's her boyfriend's daughter, who she is, her boyfriend's sister, who she is right now my client, her primary caretaker. She was involved in a fight at school, and my client, instead of breaking up the fight, she did punch that young lady. And I think that
So students are in a fight. She goes to the school and
there's some parents trying to break up the fight, and my client starts to try to break up the fight, but loses her cool and punches the young lady.
and when you say young lady, are we talking about a child?
I would guess, yes. I don't know her exact age. I think she's about 15 years of age.
Okay.
And what I would just tell the court, and if you want me, I can call my client as a witness.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that. Can you raise your?
Sure. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
You can lower your hand if you state your name for the record.
Angela Gonzalez.
All right. So what have you learned since you've been on probation?
Honestly, Judge, I learned a lot. I'm glad that you put me on probation the first time. I was able to get my diploma, and I actually got better jobs within the years that I've been on probation because of my diploma. Because of you, I'm able to see my other two kids that originally the kids' grandma wouldn't allow me to. We have a better bond. I get to see them every Sunday, and she lets me take them to the park, sit with them and be with them birthdays, holidays. That's something that I didn't have before you put me on probation, and I really want to say I do appreciate that. Right now, I did learn a lot, because me having to take care of my sister-in-law as well, it made me grow up a lot, just because my husband's mom suffers from seizures and strokes. So that put me on a higher level to where I need to be focused on my kids. It's not about anything else but my kids. I want them to have a better life than what I'm going through right now. They don't deserve for me to be here and then me missing out of their lives on all four of my kids. I just recently had a baby. He's 9 months. So I mean,
Who's with your baby now?
my sister's friend's mom. She's helping me babysit right now. So I mean, I just hope that you see that I did learn from this past years. I've been coming out clean again because of you, Judge. I stopped smoking, and it honestly, everything just bettered my life. And this was an honestly mistake. I did went to the school and I did talk to the principal.
Not a mistake. It was a choice, right?
A choice, my bad. I did talk to the principal. I tried to have a meeting with the other girl's mom. And like I said, at the time I was pregnant, it was a choice, not a mistake.
And let me just clarify that, Judge. Can I just ask you one question
No,
about that?
let me
Okay.
hear. Yes,
The school was just not taking that step to where she had to walk out of school campus to come home crying to us. We sent her back home thinking it was gonna be the right thing, but turned out to be not the right thing. In my opinion, I should have just left her home and none of this would have had happened. And I messed up. I honestly did, and I just hope that you could give me a second chance and let me prove you and everybody wrong.
And the point I wanted just to clarify for the judge is, Your Honor, she had actually reported that her daughter, or the girl who she considers her daughter, was being bullied after school by these several girls. And she had been reporting that to the school and they hadn't taken any action. And unfortunately, I think one thing I just tell the court is I've had extensive conversations with Angela. She's an extremely great person. She's made some bad decisions. And one of the things that I've been talking to her about is her need to make better decisions, and she's doing a lot of great things. Unfortunately, she had this horrible decision that she made that's put her in front of you. And I can tell the court, I feel like she's very, very remorseful for what's happened. I think she's realized that not only has she put herself in peril, but she's put the kids that she's caring for.
what steps have you taken with the school?
She longer doesn't go to that school. It was a middle school. I just enrolled her in Highlands High School.
Okay.
So, I mean, right now that school is out of I will never put my kids in that school just because they don't know how to take steps on how to protect their students.
All right, state.
So Judge, we were able to talk to the complainant in that case's family. It was very difficult getting a hold of them, but we were able to do that earlier this morning. I did explain what our options were. They did indicate that they were okay with this approach. I told them exactly what I was going to do. I don't know any of the claims of bullying. None of that came forward through the police reports or anything that we had available, so I can't substantiate that.
All right. So this is what the court is going to do. Court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions, probation, either anger management or MRT, not both. So whichever one probation feels would fit best for her, that's the one we'll go with. All right, is there anything else you need from the court? Well, I mean, I'm asking her. I hope you don't need, do you need anything else from me, counsel?
No, I want to just thank the court because I believe that she's going to do well. And I think that I just want to thank the court.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, based upon what probation is telling me, she is doing well. So you need to continue doing what you're doing. You understand?
Thank you so much.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
I promise you won't see me again.
All right, well, I can see you again if you completed everything and maybe you want to get off early. Yes.
Judge, I was just gonna ask for that no contact order.
All right, and who's the complainant?
Her name is Victoria Rodella.
So no contact with Victoria. What's the last name?
Rodella, Rodella.
All right, so you're not to have any contact with that complainant. You understand?
Yes.
Only other thing is just to run concurrent with the misdemeanor case.
Yes.
All right.
And I'm going to make a schedule, Judge, to get complete on that as soon as possible.
All right, what is the cause number in that?
That's CC 709-518.
508?
518.
18. And state, we're off the record and state that you informed them downstairs what their plea should be?
So I did put a note in the system, exactly the details of the length of probation, the type of probation, the other conditions. I did say standard conditions, so they should know what to do.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you so much. You have a
You-
good day.
All right, is there anything else with regards to this case?
No, Your Honor. No, Judge.
All right, Mr. Espinoza Ramos, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Is there anyone else here for an interpreter?
I am, Your Honor.
Do not leave when interpreter is called, Mr. Arguelles.
Morning, Judge. How are you?
Good morning. What's your client's name?
Hector Lopez.
Court is calling 2022 CR 10958D, State of Texas versus Hector Manuel Lopez Nahara. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Orlando Ruiz for the defense.
And are you Mr. Lopez Nahara?
Yes.
Mr. Nahara, all of the documents I'm going to review with you are in English. Were these documents explained to you in Spanish?
Yes.
And counsel, do you speak the Spanish language?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you speak it fluently?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my first language.
Yes.
To the interpreter, if you could please raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
And if you could state your name for the record.
Norma Nero.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, and I did.
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Nahara, did you review what's entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Nahara, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand your charge, or at least the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you are giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
He is, Your Honor, or was.
Mr. Nahara, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
Could you repeat the question, Your Honor?
Has anyone promised you anything other than your plea bargain agreement?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
No.
Counsel, Did you advise your client of the consequences of entering a plea in this cause number as it relates to any immigration consequences?
Yes, Your Honor, just for the court, so where a Padilla letter was ordered 6 months ago. That should have been done.
And was it completed?
I believe it was, Judge. And I also did explain to him that he's probably going to be deported with this type of conviction on his record.
All right. Well, you know, according to case law, they no longer let you say probably.
He
So,
will be deported.
all right, Mr. Nahara, did you have a chance to speak with an immigration attorney regarding your plea in this case?
Yes.
Did that attorney inform you of the possible consequences of entering a plea of guilty or no contest as it relates to your immigration status?
Yes.
That those consequences include deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or the denial of naturalization?
Yes.
Did you understand the consequences of entering a plea bargain agreement in this case as it relates to your immigration status?
Yes.
And knowing those consequences, do you still wish to enter into a plea in this cause?
How?
Knowing the consequences, and when I say consequences, I mean your immigration consequences of entering a plea in this offense of kidnapping, do you still wish to continue with the plea?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the document entitled plea bargain agreement with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of kidnapping. Punishments be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There are no applications. You are to admit that you acted as a party with Fraulein Guzman Velasquez, Eric Alexander Lopez Gonzalez, and Randy Lopez Benitez. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
And do you agree that in regards to this offense, you were acting in concert with Fraulein Guzman Velasquez, Eric Alexander Lopez Gonzalez, and Randy Lopez Benitez?
Yes.
Do you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
Not at this moment, Judge.
Then to the offense of kidnapping, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State offers states exhibit 1 and all attachments.
And no objections, Your Honor, for purposes of the plea.
All right, you may continue to confer. Mr. Nahara, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court is reviewing the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty of kidnapping. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 5 years into prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Johan Martinez Vela. The court finds that you've admitted to acting in concert with Froline Guzman Velasquez, Eric Alexander Lopez Gonzalez, and Randy Lopez Benitez. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Yes. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is